Hey Joy. Okay, cool. Just giving some people some time to come on. Hey, hey Talisha. All right, so we're gonna wait for a few more people to come on, and then we're gonna get going. I know you ladies are busy, 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 busy. How was your Monday? Yeah, I just found this new playlist on YouTube, and I'm like, let's rock out. Some like new age soul. What is it called? The greatest soul songs of all time. This Velveteen. Never heard of this group or person or whoever. But it's funky. I like it too. I'm gonna work to this tonight. Alright ladies, we're gonna get going. Everybody else will catch up later on. So I'll send you all the playlist tonight later on when we connect. Okay, good evening everybody. Before y'all make a move, Joy, I know you were sharing. T, if you have some time, just link a couple people, let them know that I'm on. So good, happy Monday evening everybody. Yes, it is Monday. It is the last week of January. Can y'all believe it? It is crazy that it's the last week already. I don't believe that the month went that fast. I was just kind of now getting over New Year's, you know, taking a little time to like figure out what we're going to focus on this year. But anyway, time is not waiting on me, and it's neither is it waiting on you. So with that said, welcome to Everyday Woman Real Stories. This is our 2021 live chats on a Monday from All About the Sisters. I am Melanie. I am the founder of All About the Sisters. Hey Joe, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. And we meet here every Monday. We met here every Monday, mostly in 2020, and we're going to continue the trend starting back from today. So if you're here, you're back in the game with me right now. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So today, what are we talking about today? Wellness trends. Yes. Have y'all heard of any? Have y'all been paying attention, reading up? Joy, I know you should have been paying attention because you're in the business of wellness as well, and you should know what the trends, you know, are looking to for this year. So I did a little bit of research this last week, and I found it really interesting that the trends are like things that we already know doing. But hey Marie, thanks for joining in. I feel like yeah, I know you're always paying attention. So I feel like the trends are like things that we already know, but for some reason they seem to be a little bit different, and there are some that are totally different. So I'm just gonna introduce you guys to like 6 of them. So of course we don't stay on here long, probably like 15 minutes. I know Mondays are hard days, it's beginning of the week for you guys, so I like to come in quick and give you the information and leave. So I'm going to start with the first one. Joy, this one's for you. Virtual fitness is here to stay. Wellness trend number 1. Virtual fitness is here to stay. So before, people were going to the gyms, of course, before COVID, and during COVID, once we went into quarantine, all of that stopped. Gyms were closed for several months. And so now that gyms are slowly opening back, people are opting out. People do not want to go back. People want to choose their remote workouts from their homes, from from parks. I've seen people joining. They go to the park and they join. They put their phone up and then they work out from there, or they give their classes from an outdoor, area. I mean, for those of us in the colder regions, like in the north up here, like New York, that may not be a thing right now because it's super cold outside. But definitely, when it gets warmer, we'll see a lot more people out in the parks doing their workouts, and so they're just choosing to work out wherever they can get it in, and that's what makes this so great. So Joy, you were definitely right. Joy, you were ahead of the curve. Yes, since 2016 she was doing workouts, and if you guys are not familiar, Joy does something called X Live. She wakes you up pretty early, like 6:30 in the morning, which is ridiculous for most people. But I will say that joining X Live helps you to get energized for the day. Even though you might be crawling out of bed a little earlier than you usually do, it definitely energizes you for the day. So go check it out. I think your 4th round, Joy, is starting. Give me a date in the comments. Marie, that's late for you. What? Worms to be caught. We are entrepreneurs. We go to sleep late. We wake up a little later. Let me know when your last round starts, Joy, so that everybody can know the next session for X Live. But it's really good. February 1st, cycle 4. That's right. So February 1st on cycle 4, Joy starts her next round of virtual fitness, and I'm telling you, in the 20-30 minutes we on there, we sweat. We do sweat. So that's something that you guys could look forward to as a trend continuing for 2021. It's virtual fitness. So 2, we're going to talk about mindful eating and intuitive eating. Anybody heard of this? What mindful eating is? And again, I know 2 people in my life who have already been on this trend for quite a while. It is crazy. So people are really ditching these restrictive diets. Everything, people talking about paleo or Atkins or this or that. People are opting out of those things for 2021 and embracing foods that really comfort them, or feeding their body what their body is calling for. They're listening to their bodies and eating what their body is calling for. And I know, Joy, I have to call you again because you have always been a proponent of mindful eating. You eat what you want. You don't restrict your diet to look a certain way. If your body calls for some good goat roti, you will eat that. I have done the restrictions, and lately I've been like, okay, I feel like I need some bread, or I feel like I need some meat. I generally don't eat meat, but if I feel like it these days, I definitely go get it. Because your body calls for certain things. This weekend my body was calling for fish, and I had some, and it was good, and now my body is satisfied. My stomach's happy. So of course, mouth watering. Hey Candy. So mindful intuitive eating. Yes, people are also, along with this new trend of mindful eating, they are taking like the ends of foods, like when you finish your little pie or you finish your potatoes or whatever, they're taking the ends of that and turning it into like these delicious meals and snacks, because it's more, people are thinking finding that it's healthier and more sustainable, and you get to not throw this food away. You really get to use it to get a whole other meal. So if you have a huge family, that's great. You're saving money on groceries because you get to turn all these meals into something special. And if you're on TikTok, I have to say, TikTok has helped me up my food preparation game because they have so much stuff. So much stuff on there, so many good recipes that you can make. My latest is like these, what is it called, Joy? Crushed potatoes. Oh my gosh, so good. Like you just boil the potatoes, crush it with a glass, the bottom of a glass or whatever you have, and then you bake them, but you bake them till they're so brown, and then you can sprinkle like rosemary and olive oil on top. So good, so good. So people are doing all of these things. You know, when I was a kid, my mom was ahead of this trend like 2 decades ago, 3 decades ago. She used to take the ends of bread that we didn't eat, and she would put them in the oven, because we used to make she used to make sandwiches, like to go to functions and stuff, and the people wouldn't want it. Doesn't look cute if you have the ends of the bread on it. And she used to cut those off. We used to bag them when we make these sandwiches. It used to be like 4 or 5 loaves of bread we'll make for a big function. And then she would say, don't throw them away, just drop them in the freezer, put them in the fridge. And she would put them on a tray, sprinkle cheese, a little bit of butter, and then bake those. Oh my gosh, crunchy, yummy, whew, a child's dream. So she was ahead of the curve for quite a while with this intuitive eating. And so that's trend number 2. Trend number 3 might surprise you, but self-pleasure is the new self-care. Did you all even know? Are y'all self-pleasuring out there? Let me see some hands in the air, a little wave. So apparently the next generation of pleasure products is being led by women. Yes, we are taking back our sexual power, and the vibrators are the next gen thing of choice. They are rejecting phallocentric products and representations. I love it. There's lots to learn about this new self-pleasure, ladies. So if y'all are actually into that, read up a little bit more. See, not you. I get you. All right. But I think this is a good thing. It's adult. Yes, it is adult content, Joy. We are grown. Like, we need to talk about this stuff. Actually, if you guys know any sexual teachers or anybody out there, I'd love to get somebody to come on the live and actually talk to us about this. As women, we need to know this. I grew up in a society, in a household where self-pleasure was not or anything to do with your body was taboo. Anything to talk about sex was taboo, and that's not necessarily the world that we live in right now. So we've got to like shift the focus a little bit. Yes, we do need, correct Marie, we do need to embrace that side of us. Maybe that's why you're so cranky. Go get you a vibrator. Yeah, and in Caribbean households, they're very taboo, and that's not really a great thing, you know, because you can serve yourself if you're not being served, right? I'm here for it. Okay, next one, community care. So apparently, All About the Sisters has been onto something since 2017, because we were focused on not just being about you or us, but all of us. So it's not about me, and it's not about the next person, but all of us together. Yes, the trend has definitely caught on, and people are seeking like greater pathways to find happiness and to prioritize giving back. They're donating more of their time and their skills. They are using their power to address systemic issues in their lives, their work, and their communities. So the kind of care and self-care that we're doing right now is more community-based. And so if you're not paying attention, or if you are, you might be seeing all of these community-based wellness groups popping up. And it's absolutely necessary, because within these groups we have so much power. We have so many women, so many individual women with coming with all of these great gifts that we can all share. And if we all put it together in community, can you imagine what it could become in a few years from now? I'm looking forward to 2024 already, because I know in the next 4 years it's going to be some great things happening with women in wellness. So I'm really pushing it. Hey Shantae! Anyway, trend number 5, digital detoxing. We are putting down our phones in 2021. Why? Because we learned in 2020 that social media is negative, and that Earth is ghetto. Yes. And so what we are doing, we are realizing now that we have the power to decide. We have the power to decide whether we feed into the negativity or we can put our phones down, and we are. So what are we doing instead? We are reading more. We are spending more time with family. I've seen people who have been painting virtually with groups. I mean, seriously, I've seen people getting out in nature more. I couldn't imagine, like, I am close to a park and people have just been, I'm like, do I get a space to like walk in between you all? Because everybody's in the park walking, riding, strolling their kids around, and I'm like, we need to get a pass to come in the park now. But people was inside so much that they wanted to get out, and so nature became, they became very attached to nature, and that's a really good thing, because now, we need to do digital detoxes. I did that last week for 2 days, and let me tell you, I put my phone on do not disturb, so if you called me and you didn't get me, that was why. It was the greatest thing. I felt so at ease at the end of the day, because usually when I work, I'm just like ping ping. Every ping I look, because it might be an email that comes in for me to do something. It might be, that's not good. Just turn it off. Somebody used to say, had a saying that every urgency is not your emergency. And that's kind of like where it's landed, Okay, and the last one that I want to share with you guys tonight is intention focused travel. Hi Kendra, thanks for joining. Intention focused travel is the next wellness trend, and what I mean by that is people are seeking out not just random vacations. They're planning their vacations ahead of time to make sure that it really like attends to their mental and emotional well-being. So instead of just going to Cabo and sitting by the pool, yes, that's relaxing, but they want something added to that. So maybe they're adding ahead of time, they want to go to a spa retreat, or they want a spiritual teacher to be there on hand when they get there. They want more outdoor activity experiences, so they're planning all of those things. And I'm guessing those things will be like all-inclusive type vacations, which were always a thing, but people are doing it so much more right now. It's crazy. So if you guys are thinking of getting into the wellness space and you guys have some kind of house in the Caribbean or something, get on it. People are willing to come. People are willing to work remotely and remotely geographically. So get on it, guys. There's money to be made out there. It's 2021. Like I said yesterday, let your voice be heard and get that money. Get that shmoney. All right. You did this over the summer, Joy. Yes, within the tri-state. Staycations are actually really great. I don't know too much about, well, I did one, went upstate with the family for a weekend, and it was really good. It was a cozy little place. The house that we stayed in was really nice, very cozy, very roomy, and had all the amenities that we needed. We hiked, we talked, we laughed, drank, we ate, we cooked, So we did all of those things. We didn't have any of the extras, but it was really, really good to just, be away for a minute. And I think that's what we need more of. So perhaps All About the Sisters is coming with a retreat. I can't say spring because I don't know about COVID yet. So let's just see what happens in the next 100 days. But maybe summer, maybe fall, because I know people probably going to be planning a lot of travel, or we still have to wait to see what happens with COVID and these numbers and the vaccine rollout. So, but there you have it, guys. The 6 trends, and let me read them out for you again if you were late and you didn't get it. Number 1, virtual fitness is here to stay. Mindful intuitive eating is now a thing. Giving your body what it needs rather than restricting your diet. Self-pleasure is the new self-care. Take care of you if nobody else is helping take care of you. Community care, it's not just about you, but it's about all of us. Digital detoxing, put your phones down for a minute. You're not going to miss anything. Bernie's still going to be sitting there with his hands crossed when you come back. I can guarantee that. And then lastly, intention-focused travel. Planning your vacations around making sure that your mind and your body and your soul is being fed, not just to sit by a pool and drink or sip on margaritas. That might be it, but that's not all of it. And so there you have it, community care. Oh, Laurie, you're late. You're just coming in the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So that's all I have for you today, guys. Pretty much 7:20. We did a great job. 15 minutes, rolled in and rolled right back out. But anyway, Just as a PSA, we're ramping things up over on this end. I'm doing a lot of work again in the background. Finally found my mojo for 2021. I think I was a little bit burnt out and tired. Uh, but we have a lot of good things in store. We have a lot more events coming up and a lot more information being rolled out. So pay attention. If you're not on our list, our email list, please join, because we're going to be sharing a lot of the information on there. Everything is not going to be on social media, because we are also trying to, do the work that we need to do in the background before we come forward. So with that said, one last tip. There's another one that I think I should tell you all about. CBD is a big deal in 2021. It was a big deal in 2020, but it's an even bigger deal. It's going to be an even bigger deal in 2021. So anybody willing to get into the cannabis business, there you have it. Now would be a great time to do that. And I have somebody in mind to come on and talk to you guys about getting into that, what it looks like, what are the rules, the laws, because black folk, we don't know. I don't know if it's for us yet. I don't know about these laws. So somebody's going to come on here and guide us. So all of this is what we have in store for you for 2021. So rock with us, continue rocking with us. And for everybody who continues to come on and support, always a huge, huge thank you. Anybody got any questions before I go? Thanks, Joy. allaboutthesisters.com. If you're here for the first time, please go on there. Read. We have a blog, we have a podcast, we have stories from our followers. Read, listen, and then sign up for our email list. We'd love to have you. Okay, guys? Hope your Monday has been great and your week started off with a bang. And I will hear from you. I'll talk to you guys next week. Yes. What is that? February 1st? Let me check my calendar real quick. I think it's February 1st, yes. So we're starting off the month hot. Hi. Hey, how are you? Glad you could join in. We're just finishing up, but if you missed it, just look at the recap. We're going to post it up in a second. Okay? Alright, guys. So continue to have a wonderful Monday, and I'll see you back here next Monday, 7 p.m., same time. Have a good week. And do something great for yourself, please. Bye.